Right guys, today we're going to be rotovating this side of the plot that I'm sat on at the minute. There's some stuff that needs to be took off first, like there's the shed at the bottom, there's a big water butt, some rubbish wood, these pallets and that, and a bit of other stuff. I need to get them shifted before I rotovate, for obvious reasons I can't rotovate them. So, I'm also going to be doing, if I've got enough time today, rotovating the big polytunnel. Because I'm not planting that this year, so it's not being mucked or nothing. But I'm going to be using it for storage, so I can clear off the bottom bed later on. So hopefully you'll see the rotovating of this bit today, and also the big polytunnel being rotovated. Doing it here so like we can get ready for the season, because as you can tell, like with the sawdust and the bits of straw in that, I've put horses down on it ready. So yeah, I'll stop waffling guys, I'll crack on with it, but I will cut back in once I've moved everything and explain a bit about it later. So yeah, let's crack on. Alright guys, I've moved all that stuff as you're just seeing in the little time lapse just before this. Right, this is my rotavator. It's a Viking HB 585. It's got a Cahola engine on it, and I cannot fault this machine. I've had this now for just over 6 years. When I brought it, it was quite expensive, it was £700. You can probably pick them up now a bit cheaper, but if you look after these, they will go forever. I've only ever had one issue with it, and it's because I forgot to do at the end of the season. But all that was I took the carburetor off, cleaned it out, put nice fresh fuel in it, and it was away again. Always check your oil levels with them, because again, it can cause slight issues like don't want to start and stuff like that. Plus, if you run it with low oil, you will damage the engine. But this, it's a beast of a machine. It normally starts on like the first or second pull. So that tells you, 6-year-old machine, you look after it. I hadn't used this in about 12 months, and I've done a couple of the people's plots. Started, I think it was the second month, like when I was over on one of the other plots, the first plot that I did. So even after leaving it standing for the year, as long as you drain all the fuel out and you put fresh fuel in, it'll start pretty much first time. So yeah, I'll stop waffling guys, I'll crack on with this, and I'll see you in a little bit. Oh yeah, one more cool feature this got. I've got a forward gear, which is this top lever, and I've also got a reverse gear, which brings the tines backwards, so if you get bogged down, like it's all, like pull it out for you quite easy. So I thought I'd just jump in and quickly tell you that. Now to start it, and this way it calls me a liar a bit. There we go, first pull. Right guys, that's the first circuit done of it. So I've now this ground because this is the first time I've rotovated it. Up here, this top half is pretty nice soil, it's rotovating quite nicely. Then the bottom half out, I was going to do all the way up to the fish pond area, but I can't because the ground is just, it's that hard. I don't want to run the risk of snapping the tire on the road that. Even on the bottom half section is quite hard in some spots. I don't know if you'll see it in the time lapse bit, but the road space is bouncing quite a bit, causing a lot of excess vibration, like and jumping out the spot and have to bring it back, go back in and whatnot. But on a whole, this is not bad ground. I think like with a bit of work over the next few years, like putting like horse mucking, I'm hoping to try and get some cow muck next year as well. So I can have a mixture of cow and horse like for like the nitrogen build up. This ground will actually become really good, viable ground, I think. But saying that, I thought that was my old plot. But time's going to tell. I'll see how the crop's doing it over like the next year, 2 years, and just keep going from there with it really. I'm going to have myself a 5-minute break and I've done that. Because just doing that has took me 50 minutes to do one ring. Now bear in mind this is only 41 feet by 16 feet, so a total of what, around 110 to 115 feet, give or take, obviously like with a few feet. But that's not bad going considering this ground hasn't been rotovated in many years. It ain't been rotovated since I had it, and the person who had it before me had sheeting in there, and it was that massive of weeds I can guarantee it's at least 2, maybe up to 3 years, probably longer, from when they grew up. So you're probably looking at it could be anywhere from I'd say 3 to 5 years at least since this was rotovated. So considering it's not too bad. So like I say, I'm going to have a 5-minute break and then I'll jump back on the rotavator and get more done. Right guys, that's it all rotovated now, as you can see. The ground's actually not too bad, apart from halfway down like, it's quite hard. I think that's because it's actually really dry down there. Up here it seems to have retained a bit of moisture, with the muck being on top, like it's held it in, but down there it does seem to have held in. I'm going to have a wee break for 5-10 minutes, and then what I'll do, I'll move the camera and we'll do the big polytunnel. We'll write about that as well today, because it's only 20 past 12 now. So yeah, we'll get that done in a bit, and then I think we'll call it quits for the day. Right guys, let's get rotovating this one and make this look a little bit better. As I said, this is just going to be used for storage predominantly, like for the next year or so. Hopefully it'll be less than a year, because I want to try and get this up and running for next season, because this, as I think I said in the previous video when I cleaned it out, is going to be more potting area than that, so I can bring on the plants and not, they ain't got to keep being moved and that. So I'll crack on and get this one done as well. Right guys, Rotovated once again, as I said, you look after them, they look after you. They say let me down once today. The only thing that I've got now is I've just got to clean the tines of the weeds and everything, which is normal. If you've got weeds in your plot, I can't be bothered pulling them. I'll string them down and then I'll just rotovate them in, because you're going to get weeds regardless in your ground. So I'll never pull them. The only place that I do pull them is in the raised beds, which I haven't got many. So like raised beds, greenhouse, stuff like that. In your big beds outside, don't bother pulling them. There's no point, it's just going to come back. I'll trim them down. If you want to, trim them down, rake it off and then just rotovate the roots in. But yeah, this guy let me down today, as usual. Cracking little machine, what it is. They are expensive. This one cost me 700 quid 6 years ago, but you can pick up this model probably cheaper nowadays. You ain't got to go brand new like I did. You can get a good second hand one for probably between 50 and £100 if you keep your eyes open. I've even known on the site that I'm on, a couple of people have even gave away rotovators. It all depends on the time of year you want to look for one as well. Time to get them cheapest I've found is in winter, you can get them cheaper. During summer, people ask a lot of money for them, because that's the time of year that they're going to be used. But yeah, whatever one you get, if you do get a rotavator, look after it and it will look after you. As I say, I'll look after this one. Change the oil once. I think I've done this in the past 6 years of having it. I think I've done it 3 times. I've changed the oil out. Make sure you buy the right oil for it, and don't just buy any old oil. get the correct orderies to the engine. Again, at the end of the season, like once you've finished using it for the season, drain all the old fuel out of it, and then run it dry, so that there's no fuel in the system and the sediment. So like if there's any sediment in there, it ain't going to settle in your carburettor and cause you issues for the next season. If you want me to go more in depth into something like that, I can show you the end of the season when I've stopped using this, like, because I might do a service on this year, and I might do a little wee video on it so you guys can see what to do. The order I use for this, put a new spark plug in, stuff like that, because I haven't replaced the spark plug on this in, I think it's about 4 years now. So I could do the new spark plug, some nice new oil because it's been in a couple of years. I might even put a new air filter on it because I've never actually replaced that, because very little that I use it, it's never warranted, but it is a little bit dirty now. If you want to see that, let me know, like, and I'll do a wee video on it. Yeah guys, that's it for today, like, with this video. Done the outside bed perfect how I wanted it. This ain't perfect in here, but it'll do for what I need it for the now. So yeah, I'll leave it here guys. Have a good one, stay safe, and I'll see you in the next one.